voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed. You know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name. Please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah. Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Yeah, DP stands for Damian Phillips. Mm. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way. Adjust the habit.
So if you see a girl phone and it's my name, meaning if you're looking on the screen, cause we don't. This doesn't go for no Jamaican men, right? Because Jamaican men don't. We don't search our women's phone. Nope. That's that's not for Jamaicans. That's for some other people. Yep. Yeah. We don't. Jamaican men don't search phone. Um, but let me say good evening to you and thanks for joining me. Rodney, no credibility to the poll. Boss, we say one typo did there, one autocorrect or something. We are live on Vibes Corner Radio. That's the home of a DP Unfiltered, DP Live, anything you want to call it. And you can communicate with us if you're listening for the very first time on our app or otherwise. It is Vibes Corner Radio. You can type it into your internet able device. So if you're by one of your, say, family member or friend and you're about to head home and you're like, what is it that they're listening on their Alexa or whatever it is, you can just take out your phone and type in VCR radio into your internet able devices. and you'll be able to listen to us on the go, wherever you go with us. Wherever you go, you can take us with you. All right. We're also live on my YouTube channel, which is DP Live. That's the handle if you want to just search for me on YouTube. And we go live video. I don't know what boss is waiting on for we be able to drop video on the website for Vibes Corner Radio, but yeah, soon as that is taken care of, that sounds like something we should shoot for 2025. That we can see our presenters, those who want to be seen. I remember when I started out at Styles FM, it was a thing to get used to the camera thingy. So they had like about three or so webcams in the, because there's something about radio where you're listening and you have to use your imagination, you know. And I wonder what a person will look like. So for those of you, and I think I'm going to be dating myself now. We used to watch Hill and Gully Ride, and you just hear the narrator just talking. And Miss Icy, tell me about when you were growing up. Which primary school you went to, or was it? And you could not see the person doing the interview. All you saw was the person they're interviewing, and there was something about that, you know. So radio had that thing about it. You had to wonder. You hear, I used to hear a Simone Clark on Fame, and I'm like, she sounds so nice. I wonder what she looked like. So I remember the first time I ended up meeting her at RJR and well JBC at the time. It was an honor. You know, you idolize some people. But no, everybody know everything. No, everybody a star. No, everybody can just go live on them page. And there are countless pages that you can go live on. You can go live on X, you can go live on Facebook, you can go live on Instagram, you can go live on Twitch, you can go live on TikTok, which that's where it's at right now. Everybody making money. With that being said, let me say good evening to my TikTok viewers. I'm still haven't. I'm a bit lazy. I'm supposed to get a device so I can actually see the comments, but bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. But for now, if you want to comment, you can just go to YouTube and type in DP Live. You will find me and you can comment over there. Good evening, Latisha. How are you doing? All right. So, politics it is. And I start into my song. On the like and share, now, please. Are two people alone, Missy. I watch the show. A new night. So this is going to be something to get used to. We're no longer on a Wednesday evening, which used to be 8 o'clock. So we're one. Look at the swap. So we're 1 hour later. So we start 1 hour later. So you can get home and fresh up and get your dinner and everything, and then just come reason with me. Also, there's a plus. Bossy make me know so me can go as long as me want on a Monday night. Yeah. So I know there are going to be those nights, especially closer to elections, when 1 hour just won't suffice. You know what I mean? So yeah. So instead of begging people, big up unknown anyways, because yeah, from time to time you would oblige me with an extra hour or something. So yes, but no on a Monday night, there is no time restriction. I don't have to get out of here by X time. So the show is now 9 o'clock on a Monday 9 p.m. So those of you watching right now, the 3rd of March, it is a live show. It's not a repeat. Those of you listening on VCR radio, it's not a repeat show. It's a live show. And we're there. So the songs are politics, and we're going to talk politics. I don't know what's your preference, but I just listened to a clip. I saw it couple places today, and I didn't really listen to it in depth. And I saw several people keep on saying me stuff. I think the party that said that, yeah, man, time come and everything, call it, Andrew, call it. They're shaking in their boots right now, and it seems as if it's even from their own poll. You know, I am taken aback. I'm wondering what's happening. You know, another clip I'm going to share the audio of is it seems to me like it was like what I call that something um where everybody use man Zoom. Yes, like it was a Zoom thing. And the people them start cuss out. I always see this dude on X goes by some pastor kind of something. I mean, I like, I don't really sure who is this pastor do. Is he really a pastor or just take on it on him, you know, just like some gospel artists do. A lot of them call themselves minister this and minister that. Some of them ain't no damn ministers. Some of them are hustler just like everybody else and know that there's a little, yeah, you have some promoters too. Them talk about them a Christian and them a this and that and them put on shoe and boat ride and all of them something they just to scam people out of them money. And I thought about God. You want to hear them behind closed door. About God. God my front teeth. Damien, in a drop your YouTube channel and a page on the website. Um, see there? Don't see? I believe in this. Ask and it shall be given. Ask and it shall be. See there? Me just say it and boss say, yeah, I'm gonna drop a video on the website. Yep. Thank you, sir. Thanks in advance. So for the late nighters, those of us who are up, we're gonna be talking. Yeah, 9 to 10. Sometime it's gonna go over. So, like I say, a lot of things heating up. We saw that they're releasing the Donna Anderson poll. One of the clip I'm about to start with is the prime minister want to be. I'm gonna put it that way. Um, is complaining about everything, all the media. And I learned this one time. Somebody taught me this, and it's always true. The losing party always blame the police and the media. Watch it. Anytime you hear them, everything I blame police, 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 and I blame media, media, media. Watch and see what I go on. They're just trying to, and I'm like, how can you fight against civil servants? Like, it don't make sense because most of the time is wherever our civil servants go within the voting thing. That's where the country follow. I remember, was it '07 when Andrew lost the election in December? In Mandeville, he spoke about the bitter medicine, saying there are going to be um, times when kind of tough and thing. And I guess Andrew also learned that in politics, to me, politics are like relationship in a sense, and that is the getting to know somebody. There are things that you just hide. Like, I'm sorry, because I am going to incorporate lifestyle somewhat. Just can't wait for election to done so we can go back to what I did really like I used to do for years, talking about relationship kind of issues. But a guy don't just meet a girl or a woman he's interested in and go, oh, I'm a felon. No, like, him having nice job and everything, and is later on because people just judge you. I've heard of cases where a woman she have kids and she just feel like, boy, I'm telling man something for pitney, him go judge me. So them kind of stay away from that topic. Amongst other things, you have some females for whatever reason they cannot, reproduce, and just telling somebody as they meet them straight up say, oh no, I can't get pregnant. That is people start judge you and all of these things. So people don't normally just jump and tell you everything right out as you meet them. It takes a while for you to get to know them. So my question is, Sylvian, I'm asking, do you believe the PNP poll? That is one of the questions that I'm asking. Do you believe the PNP poll and what is happening? Breaking data and Campbell Chase. Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Gavin, because that is a video that I was going to share. I'm going to share the audio of it. We keep on seeing videos of the PMP, they're really not comfortable and they're making it known. And because we're not in the stone age where things happen and a man can tell about you what's it not, or you tell him about him parts and get away with it, everybody is recording. Something I want to talk about too is I realize there's a radio station that I listen to the talk show. And because they support the PNP, they have a problem now with leaks. And if you don't know nothing else about media, why a lot of or how I should say a lot of media houses become famous, popular, all of that thing is because of breaking news. And when them have an exclusive, it remind me, Andrew, of back in the days when you're going to one dance and a man say, "I me alone can play the pinchers here. Or me alone can play that cocotte or whatever." And there's this thing about you alone can. So leaking was a big thing everywhere, all over the world. If you can get a leak, something, the president said this or the president do that, or somebody in politics, whatever, and you run with that story, I saw people rate you. I saw your ratings go up to say you're the number one radio station or the number one newscast or the number one whatever, whatever, because people will come to you for the sus. And it's just a thing in society where people gravitate towards negativity. So you do positive stuff, yeah, people say, yeah, man, that you that go and whatever. But the nastier you be, it's just like I don't know. I'm not a porn person, but I would just assume that the nastier the porn is, those who are addicted to porn, that's the better it is for them. Like if it's just a normal, missionary. And, I like about the 9 o'clock something here to Anjo. It remind me of when I was in Jamaica. They have something called watershed. That before 9:30, there are certain things, even words that you weren't allowed to say. Although this is internet, I know, but I'm still trained that kind of way where I try to guard everything and try to code it up. But 9 o'clock, your picnic them supposed to that in bed by now. For those of you who have kids who can't hear certain things. So if I go off and start talking about sex, if you're offended, then yeah. So what going truth. So yeah, leaking, that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing. You leak something and you know but them having a meltdown. So I'm going to play, and that clip I'm going to play it from Portland Spice TV. A caller was calling about, I think it was when Nationwide share some leak IC report. And this was before I think this was the Friday before the PNP conference, and they were shaping up to go into the conference and just blast the JLP administration and say all manner of evil. But Nationwide put up spokes in something of them spokes. Oh, you go wheeling in your spoke. I don't remember the expression. And they couldn't go on that anymore, so they was upset. So the caller was saying, "Listen, I believe that Nationwide should be forced to tell them." And again, that goes against the tenet of journalism. No journalists need to be forced to tell where them get them source or where them get them information. Also, you have some pundits, or what the next term for them work on behalf of them party. And they just come and make up something and say them. And they have a new thing now. I think I alluded to it last week, where they say, "Oh, I'm just asking a question." Like I hear one of them saying, "I'm asking, who is Gene and Pantan husband?" And making it sound like then just ask a question. Good night, massive person. All right, so yeah, I see people rolling in now. So we're warming up. So me just say that chat till people start share the video. And I see this thing about likes. I'm going off. Can I get 100 likes tonight on the video? Yeah. Don't like and then unlike though, that is if we get 100 people. But yes, I want some likes. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Again, those of you watching on TikTok, I won't be able to read your comments. If you want to comment, I think I'm going to even share my phone line tonight. So if you want to call and talk to me, or if you want to send me up under my mother, as long as I do it respectfully because she's still alive, you'll be able to do that. You know what I mean? I say, but if you come and come be disrespectful, I have the turn off button or the mute button or the just reject your call button. So I want to hear from you. So the question may I ask, the poll question is, do you believe in the PNP poll? Like, yeah. So let's go to our first clip. Let's go to our first clip. Let's go to our first clip for the night. Mr. Guys, one EPUB. Kizzy, that's your fault. That's where you caption this as. But yeah, let's go to the PNP. Here we're going over there. Let's hear the passa passa.
A very difficult task ahead of us. Yeah. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be. Because we have a corrupt government and a power-hungry government. And they're supported by the elite. And the media is bought out by them too. So it's not an easy road to trod the road that we are treading, comrades. It is not going to be easy to get them out. Because, the news, the things that we put out don't get covered. Even today, there's a poll being run right now. It's a independent. I think it was paid for by some business people. A Don Anderson poll. The key metric in any poll is voter intention. Who do you intend to vote for? That's the key metric. Today they published it on a Saturday, which is the lowest sales of any newspaper today. When it shows that the PMP is 5% ahead. We were at 9 at the end of September, so we have come off a bit. The Labour Party hasn't got any of that. They are where they were. It's the undecided that have grown. In the meantime, they have had their conference. They have had the Spark program. They've had the Reserve Income Tax Credit, which is essentially a $20,000 grant to over 300,000 people. They've just been spending money to try and get themselves back to where they were. And we have been a bit cautious in putting out our ideas because we have found on multiple occasions that they tend to be appropriated by the Labour Party. And then they're so powerful in the media and their communications is so strong. it's very difficult for us to set the narrative to show that we were really the originators of that idea. And so we are trying to time our release so that we don't suffer from that. Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
Okay, so let's mash down some of the lies. And let's start with the one that I think is very important. Damon Crawford came out and say the PNP will not be sharing none of their plans until the election is being called. Right? Mark is a spoiled brat. Right? They're planning on not releasing nothing. And I think they're just buying time because the last election we saw that 2020, and I'm going to blame the JLP as well. I think it was about a week or two before the election. Both of them released their manifesto. Now, part of it, I am not a manifesto person. I don't believe in manifesto, just like how I don't believe in poll. I do view them and listen to them because it does gauge, especially the poll, it does gauge the mindset and the temperature, you know. But I don't really go all out because again, numbers can make it mean what you want it mean. Yeah. You can use numbers and do even findings. You can come and say, well, XYZ percentage said this, but XYZ percentage said that, but blah 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 blah, whatever. And try to, twist it your way. Um so this foolishness about we're not going to release our ideas because the JLP is notorious to run with thing, and here's some admission we make, which me like maybe the JLP is doing more than I thought they were doing, because I remember even talking to um Senator Marlon Morgan about this. And I'm like, I think the JLP need to do more because everywhere you go. But then somebody share my next video. I'm not sure if it's in that clip that Gavin just sent me, but I'm going to play it. But there's an allegation. I mean, me try talk like the PMP then know. I said them I say something now, but hear them not. The allegation is there's an allegation that is only homosexual vloggers PMP have push out them things. I don't know if Jamaicans are turned off because of course we're branded as a homophobic country, which is a lie, because to have a phobia mean you have a fear, and I don't think Jamaicans are fearful of anybody with other kind of persuasion. Is just they don't like it because we were taught that it was wrong or it is wrong. So it's not a phobia. I don't think Jamaicans are homophobic. No, they ain't got no phobia towards. So I don't know, but the people them there all over and them vlog them enough and them just tell lies. And I'm going to play um a clip later, and like again which some people sharing something said. The plan is, so this is what they do. As much as they will say, and I have personal knowledge of this, as much as they will say, good evening, Michael, as much as they will say, call man, call, I want to hear everybody, I want to get your views. No, call them and try if you put certain points. Them cut you off and them disrespect you and them say all kind of something. Like I say, I know because I've called just to ask some questions, and the way how people deal with me, you would never believe so they know me. That things are some random. And then here what them do. When them start bashing out, then them call you a troll. Yeah, man, you're trolling me. You're just going to ask some questions, why you said this or whatever. So Mark is admitting that the PNP messaging um apparatus has been failing because they can't set the narrative anymore. And this is what he's saying. If they go out and say that, give their ideas, then the JLP is going to steal the ideas. And because they don't have strong enough vloggers and bloggers and the media, even the media, like I said, people, I said this, those of you just joining, let me say good evening and welcome to DP Unfiltered. This is where a madman in New York give me permission for company radio. Come talk with me, one talk, say. And we're now on a Monday night. So, yes, put it in your calendar, in your thing to save it. Monday night. And I'm the only person you will hear with the views. So let me go and tell you, views expressed aren't necessarily those of Vibes Corner Radio. But yeah, so this is here. So, welcome you, those of you watching on YouTube. You can drop your comments. Um, Yes, they delete your comments and block you. Yes, true. That is true. So them just say, more everybody and all views content. And no, they don't. They don't want that. Because the plan, and you're going to hear it in one of the clip, the plan is to just get out their messaging out there. They don't want nobody else. No, because they are from the old school of manipulating people's mind. tell you say this is it. And I always say it, and I have no brief. I won't hold no water in my mouth. There was a time when Gleaner says something, nobody question it. And I say I've lived to see Gleaner um apologizing. Even last week we saw where the Gleaner now is supposed to pay former Mayor Query $10 million because of their publication. It wasn't like that back in the day. Like me, I say, even if something did wrong, people will challenge you and use Gleaner as the measuring stick to say the Gleaner publish it. Yeah. So there are some people now, because there are other media houses that have risen up and decided that no, we're going to speak the truth. And I heard George Davis say something, and it's true. Nationwide breaks most of the passa them in a JLP. Enough time when me hear something. I remember even the Petra drama, all of them something there is nationwide. You hear the music, breaking news. And where your heart start beat when you hear breaking news, because you start who dead now or something. Yeah, nationwide breaks most. Me no hear no. I couldn't tell when last I hear a breaking news from RJR. So and even Apka Fitzenley, Senator, they brand him as the breaking news boss. I remember even when what's his name got arrested, like Twitter and something. So back to what I was saying. It was customary for news media reporters have them little linky, get them information. I've known of cases where when I was working for TVJ, me get tip off on something and me just have to just hold it between me and management and thing till when it reach a certain stage where we can actually publicize it. That's how it works. So they're having a meltdown now and they're questioning why nationwide get certain things. I hear Simon Kraskill say, why is only one radio station when these leaks are this, whatever? Why is only one there? And him not correct them, which he knows, because he has been in media for a while, that people have them sources. That is, if you want to be a good journalist, you have to have your sources. We're going to tip you up on something. And I always hear them argue. Who can recall? Several times, KD nights, audio drop with him in a WhatsApp group. I say, whatever I must say. And we hear from the PNP card carrying media. I don't think that is right because you're having a private conversation in a group. Is it right for a radio station to be sharing the content of say, hello, when you get good juice? Sorry, I shouldn't have said use that word. But anyway, this is how my mind works. But yeah, why you shouldn't bring it? Why? When we found out that the IC in their own report, they knew that listen, no charge will be against the Prime Minister. And Reuters, what them want name publish say Prime Minister of Jamaica, blah blah blah, whatever. And then Christie repost that, knowing the facts that already there's a decision made that the Prime Minister won't be charged. Them something misleading. But remember the 10-point plan from Miss Tomlinson. Yep. She was suggesting that, listen, PMP need to start pay bloggers and propagandists to put out their message, put out their words, put out where them want to put out. So we hear Mark, and I'm going to play it again, Mark Golden complaining that the JLP is so strong and they have the media in their position and da 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 and all of
Very difficult task ahead of us. Yeah. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be. Because we have a corrupt government and a power-hungry government, and they're supported by the.
Well, no, like and share.
The media is bought out by them.
The media is bought
so
out by them.
It's not an easy road to try the road up.
I don't see much road pan RJ. I'm asking a question
because the news, the things that we put out don't get covered. The
time come. Oh, you mean they don't get covered?
Being run right now.
Well, then.
It's independent. I think it was paid for by some business people. A Don Anderson poll. The key metric in any poll is voter intention. Who do you intend to vote for? That's the key metric. Today they published it on a Saturday, which is the lowest sales of any newspaper day. When it shows that the PMP is 5% ahead. We were at 9 at the end of September, so we have come off a bit. The Labour Party hasn't got any of that. They are where they were. It's undecided that have grown. In the meantime, they have had their conference, they have had the Spark program, they've had the Reserve Income Tax Credit, which is essentially a $20,000 grant to over 300,000 people, They've just been spending money to try and get themselves back to where they were. And we have been a bit cautious in putting out our ideas because we have found on multiple occasions that they tend to be appropriated by the Labour Party. And then they're so powerful in the media and their communications is so strong, it's very difficult for us to set the narrative to show that we were really the originators of that idea. And so we are trying to time our release so that we don't suffer from that. Don't tell us what would.
We're trying to time our release so we don't suffer from that. So, if you follow Jamaican politics, you know that it's the prime minister called election whenever they sit. Even that I hear them complaining about. Oh, it's full time we move away. I heard one today on radio. Didn't Andrew Holness promise fixed term election? Trust me, I can tell you. The only time, and it happens in the JLP too. And I'm not trying to be balanced and whatnot. I keep care zero about being balanced. When is only when in an opposition, them talk about fix date for election because it's one of them little is a ammunition where it nice. That power something there. You call it when you feel like, yeah. And we're not America. America have them things set up a fixed date and all of these things. And I hear the business sector sometimes say it kind of mess with thing because you don't know how to plan because election does affect that. Yeah. So because they're in opposition, no, they want a fixed date. But make them get if Jamaica crazy enough and allow them to form government again. It never just like with Mr. Jackson from over Portmore. And as I mentioned, Portmore, yes, PMP has promised Jamaica or promised people from Portmore to turn it into a parish. But because they're not at the helm now, they have a problem with it. And Mark Golan, stop tell lies, sir. Everybody know what time come mean. So no mean no message not going there. What you're admitting, Mr. Golden, is that your message is empty. That is what you're admitting to, saying that, oh, JLP is stronger and then buy out the media. No. There are more people now on TikTok than watch TVJ news. Hello, sorry. I used to work for TVJ, but yeah. There are more people watch videos on TikTok. So I even hear Doreen from West Portland, Doreen Campbell, that's her name, complaining to Shaka Fame. I have written to RJR. I've written to Gleaner, and I've sent this to TVJ, and they don't carry it, and whatever. And I'm like, nobody need no one media to carry nothing anymore. Everybody can get on social media, which is free for the most part. Well, to you, the user. Yeah. So if something big happening in Buff Bay, you don't need to send it to TVJ for it to get publicized. You don't need to send it to Gleaner. You don't need to send it to nowhere. But when you're not connecting with people, you find all kind of excuse. That is it. Look at, and I'm kind of branching off now, but look at it. One artist, back in the day, you'd have to get management and ray, and get people to spend money. No. You take up your phone and you sing a song and it sound good and you trend. And the next thing, Nicki Minaj come on your TikTok, come give you one lion. And that's where it's at. So anybody here cussing the media, they're not even blaming. Anybody here cussing the media, they're actually admitting something. And again, I'm going to repeat it. Time come. PMP have been saying that for the last, how long now? I would say from 2020, the last election. Time come, time come. That is the PMP message. And when you have sensible people question it, and I did say it a couple of weeks ago, I'm kind of mad at George Davis, Because one morning I was listening to him and he was saying, no, the PNP need to come out and start telling their plans and whatever. And I'm like, bro, why you tell them things for get relevance for or for gain relevance? Because they're undecided. Enough PNP and enough JLP alone and then in Jamaica to make either of them win. I heard a man say today, listen, PMP have the base. I bear all. Sorry, no disrespect to my friends. I have friends that are 60s and up, in their 60s and up. But I bear all people as a PNP. That is where Mark Golan, and it's just one of them. I actually posted the Stockholm syndrome, where you feel like, although this person has wronged you, but you still have this empathy and sympathy for them. The person was the wickedest guy. When I hear MPs now and just comrades calling in talk show and talk about, oh, no water no in a pipe for how much years no, and no light no there. So and I'm like, so I am old enough to remember that the PNP was in power for 18 consecutive years. Hello. So we shouldn't be complaining. Show me one bridge and say the bridge never maintained in the last 8 years that the Andrew Holness government has been in power. Which 8 years not supposed to cause no bridge for pop down. That means say it has been neglected before that. Look at Cornell Regional Hospital. When I hear our comrade call it every day, and tough done this and that, and tough done, and then hear the lie that they're putting out. They're saying that it's costing $21 billion to refurbish. It is not a refurbished hospital, people. Trust me. It's a brand new hospital. Let me say, brand new hospital. So they're billing and something, because me tell you how some people stay. Them know the truth, but because they know that they have people who are not so bright and they can't say anything to them, because I've seen it. I hear a man try to repeat Ralston. I think he went to what's the name of Kemoy McEachran. So this dude, this man, is not a dude, a big man, call in the same radio station when him hear Ralston say something pan and next person shut him down and said, no, not go so. I think Simon shut him down too the other day and said, Metro Norman, a foolish say attacks. And well, me, I forgot to talk back to Ralston then because, and I heard Shaka Fame say this the other night, say, him listen to Ralston and must say, Ralston, a whole heap of people depend on you, and listen to you, because, so right now, if Ralston say, come at the whole, we got chuck off in the sea, you have people willing to do it. Because big up yourself, Ralston. I wish I had that power. To just say some foolishness and people just believe me and run with it and say, oh, you're the greatest. Today I notice everybody calling up Dr. Nigel Clark name on X. Why? And one say, oh, them want one debate between Dr. Arton and yeah. So the party leader is complaining that they're not gaining any traction. But here what happened. When you are the one who decide when the race run, wouldn't it be stupid for somebody else to say, let me go start run from now? So that is what happened. They have been campaigning for the last 4 years. And the poll is not reflecting the narrative, which I think I want to do something that we're doing at them Ed. And again, I can't call some names because I have facts. The tape is somewhere. When Damian Crawford went to Portland for the by-election, he was trailing Anne-Marie Vaz for about 13, if it's not 11, it's 13 points. And Cliff Hughes interviewed him before and after. And when he came back, he said, yeah, me didn't know. Me didn't know, say, even if you were tight or whatever, because I went to Portland and I was trailing Anne-Marie Vaz by 13 points. But guess what? You wouldn't hear that from them. No, man, we're going to win, man. It's Portland, a PMP place. Read a commentary and get it off the screen. Michael say, good will always conquer evil. Mark and is still going, or Mark was and is still going around telling lies on the PM. Yep. I see somebody said the other day, ask the PMP what is their plan. Time come, something else, and the JLP have to. Oh, the JLP corrupt and Andrew only have 28 account. I heard somebody said that to Simon the other day, or was it McEachran? Yep, Ken. And him said, where in the report said that? I read it, I didn't see nothing about a 28. But as me say, the little that I know about the PMP, because I'm not that old, is a repeat after my party. So what was happening, this is why up to today, you still hear them say, Michael Manley. Michael was full of charisma. DJ Andrew, big up yourself. Yes, at least somebody comment over the website. Thank you, sir. Right? You run out and you call election and start campaign. Go over the whole country with your lie and the simple slogan. Because to me, it's if you're gonna vote for somebody that say time come, and that's all you're voting for, what sense that make? Something else I hear my good brethren, because I like listening to him, Simon, he was upset. There's this foolishness that them ask, we don't make no sense. If an election was called today and you could vote for the leader directly, who would you vote for? Again, it goes against Simon wishes because Simon wish that answer or that finding would show Mark Golden. So Simon a big man for me, I would maybe he was even more educated and all of that. He went to JC, the whole works. But there's a simple thing with that question that he does not understand because it's hypothetical. It's not practical. We do not vote directly for our prime minister. We don't in Jamaica. But guess what? This is why it's important where you as the party leader, if the party is carrying you, it is a problem. Time come, my God. Don't hit it easy. Um, all right, so I'm getting some information for those of you on Vibes Corner Radio. To watch the DP live show, go to the top of your website and click on DP. Is it view? DP view, DP live view. Okay, so if you want to watch me on your on the home page of VCR Vibes Corner Radio, go to the top of the page and click and watch DP live view. That's what I said, boss. Me read it again. Maybe I need to refresh. To watch DP live YouTube show, go to the top of your website and click on DP live view. All right. So see, when you can watch me live on VCR radio, or if you want to watch me on YouTube, feel free to do so. All right. Time come and gone for Mark. Time come, Mark gone. Yeah. So Simon, let me help you out. So when they ask the question, oh no, let me address this first. So when the party is carrying the leader of the party, that is not a good thing because a lot of times, I don't know, the popularity that is what carry. So when you have the the party leader polling more or higher than the party, that is a good thing because again, in Jamaica, although you don't vote directly for, I know people who they can't stand they can't stand them MP. Cause maybe them it beg two zinc and never get it, or six chicken and never get it. But guess what? They must say I'm a party, especially PNP. Because there's one person from PNP say the worst PNP is better than the best labor right. They who remember one time when if I say a labor right, like it's akin to dirty head rasta. Who remember them days there? Yeah. Yep, that is what it was like back in it. You can't, people they are labor right afraid for say them a labor right. One of them tried to draw me out and said that to me the other day about why you can't come out and tell someone. I'm like, bro, first and foremost, I'm an American. Yeah, I'm an American. So how am I gonna go and say I'm a labor rights? Like, yeah, I don't know. Portland don't make PMP get back power over there. But truth, look at this. They brought the powerhouse, the big lawyer and kick out Shaka Fame. Mr. Mineda got talk about this, but since I bring it up, let me talk about it. Shaka Fame, Colin Bell was doing good even before the PMP and Dr. Dayton Campbell named Colin as the standard bearer for East Portland. Blue Dot did a poll which never made no sense to me, and I'm going back to Simon in a minute. And it was showing that PNP was leading in, I think it was in the both constituency, East and West. Although Minister Vaz came out and said, listen, man, we know the road and all of these things, people really disgruntled about it and yada, yada, yada. So we are going, but we are going to set the thing the right way. So I heard this lecturer from UWI, I may I say, this is why it seems as if some people come out and them graduate from college and them are idiots. So, because if you have some lecturers when no sense, oh, the people and what my teacher got have sense. And the lecturer saying, oh, there is nothing significant that have happened between that thing. And remember the last poll was showing that the Mark was leading and the PNP and da 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 and nothing significant happened and da 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 da. I'm like, for real? Same people in my cousin say, yes, the government did have the money long time for spend. And they save up the money now for just use if you buy a vote. And that's why road are fixed. And then them say, and the road not even a fix good. And why I know them come and fix road right? And I'm like, oh, yo, all right, this is it about communication. Pick a side. Pick a side and stick with it. You cannot be saying, and I saw it. From them are in a Chiman car. Blaze the fire, make we burn them. And them a drinking. Man bar. Say blaze the. All right, I know me you do that. Truth, behave yourself. So anyway, back to Simon, and then we'll go to this clip. 16 minutes going up to 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna drop my phone number now, take some phone calls. Give me a couple more minutes. So, Simon, the reason why they asked that question is to gauge where people really want to vote or who they want. Because the only way to make Mark become the prime minister, majority of people first past the post would have to vote for the PNP to make Mark win. Likewise, the JLP. You understand? So is measuring. So Simon almost have gripe about it. That foolishness. Why they asking that question and we don't vote directly for the thing? I mean, I said, poor you. Like, sir, you do better than that. Do better than that. So, Kizzy, big up yourself because I see Kizzy drop a passa earlier. And I'm going to share it with you because there's a meltdown going on in the PNP right now. There's a meltdown going on. Them don't know them head from them tail. Them a run up and down. See, Mark him a tell the people them say JLP machinery is better than theirs, and the media is being bought out. And this is when you can tell when you have a weak leader. Somebody like a John Pollock can go, and this is what Simon told him the other day. John came and lied that 11 people died between a certain time and a certain time. Wait, because they were waiting for emergency surgery. And when back to the same leaks up, you know. So again, I'm really annoyed when I hear PMP just get away with something. Them a complain about leak now, but only when NNN get it. Then is a problem. John came on radio and lie that 11 people died between, I think, the Friday and the Monday because they were waiting on emergency surgery and never get it. And when Simon asked him for proof, him said, no, Simon, me can't give me source them, Simon, me can't give me source them, because I mean, I tell you, a whole pot thing gets swept under the carpet, because they don't have it. So you come on radio and you tell a lie, and nobody challenge you. Yeah, Dr. Gale, Herbert Gale have that thing there. When just make John just chat, and then hear him now. Oh, people, listen, my labor right friends. Don't get upset and then after John talk, you run because John always do his homework. John does his study. You allow people for chat foolishness. All right, let's go to this clip. Mr. Guys, one ipa passa. Come video load and start
your program.
Yeah, please give me a chance.
Mute everybody.
Please and
One UK, mute everybody.
Hold on, you can't come on.
One UK, mute everybody. Just hold on, mute everybody. One UK.
No,
mute
but
everybody.
but Cosmo, hold on.
Mute everybody. Hold on, Paula. Just hold on. Listen, we already had this discussion, and one UK, you're running your program from morning. Look, man, I'm telling you this. The same time when I run program, right? We already discussed this. We already done with this already. When you're running a program and a distraction come on, kick them up. Don't care who make people vex. Cause this don't make no damn sense. Right? We have this conversation on several programs, discuss this on several programs. Anybody will come and I start it, kick them off. That's what you need to do. And anybody that is on the For You page that listen that hosting a live, when you're hosting your live and you're discussing the topics of the day, which is the plan of what the party is doing, when you see these distractions come on, kick them off. Make people vex. It better one person vex than several people vex. Right? So anytime you're running a program, have some structure to your program. When you tell them one time we are discussing the policy, when them not something, them not stay on track, kick them off.
But Cosmo, I think you're what you just did is ignorant, honestly. Because
no, it needs to stop. This needs to stop.
No, but it's not an argument. Nobody, if you listen before, there's not an argument.
No, yeah, of course, the argument, Susie, because guess what? We passed that we start our agriculture, we did, and we gone back to where you, Richard.
You Richard's free to go on whichever program he
Yeah,
wants to go
but
on.
nobody.
He is a
You just
grown
asked a
ass
question.
man.
No, it was a question that he asked.
No, hold on. Listen.
I reason why I asked because on this chat for where they're gone, but that's all. Let me go back on the program.
Don't the argument. One UK, get back on topic. Anybody else that is want to stay on the argument, get them out of
Yo, UK, me I jump off here.
Send me inbox.
When we go on when we meet here, certain comrades go on GLP live, them kick them off, them run them now want hear from them. Them want hear from labor rights sympathizers who agree with them. That's how them do them things. Every comrade needs to talk, man. I'm not talk to you.
We're not going at this.
You can't tell me what to say. You can't tell me what to say. It's not your life.
I think what Cosmo did.
It's not your life. This is not to run your own life and tell people what to do. You can't come from people life and tell them what to say.
Run the live and
Mama finish that.
And I just go on the topic.
Labor rights. On this thing was sympathize with labor rights. Me hear certain idiot you would go up on a labor right live Saturday and spend 6 hours and don't win not even one labor right them couldn't convert. Them have an independent lady says she's an independent voter and them 4 hours them couldn't convert the lady. Them worthless. Them don't know the PMP plans. And so them are come talk about comrades don't forget
move right. Comrades, let's move right along and do the PMP business, please. Because if you have an answer...
No, I'm not finished that. You the pan a you me just kind of pan a life sat there run up your mouth for 6 hours. And you couldn't win no labor rights. May I tell the truth, you're worthless. You go learn for read. You couldn't win not even one labor right. And I'm about independent voter.
It is not my
you claim say you can't win independent voter and you spend 4 hours sat there gone, waste 4 hours and couldn't convert an independent voter. So why you come to
why you never come up and convert the person? Why you never come up
on the top? Don't make that youth tell. This youth is a man Chopper John and family.
So
when
Chopper John said Chopper John me here Chopper John program. You have your own platform. You Richards agree with everything.
Make one somebody talk. Make we just make one because it's so now we.
I'm gonna finish that. Man UK. I'm gonna finish that. Me here,
the man running program, make the man go here.
Chopper John said when the man you Richards are talking on private, you Richards agree with everything when said. And when him come on the platform, them you Richards don't agree with him. So if a man Chopper John him cousin agree with, and Chopper John attack against the comrades them, and you Richards agree with him. You're a Lawrence through part 2, you Richards. Yeah. Chopper John and your cousin, you're in my family. I agree with everything when say negative about the People's National Party.
You have a platform. When you go talk that platform?
Me talk anything on anybody platform. Any platform you got, PMP push. You're not a true comrade.
You know, so when you run your platform, you don't keep up.
Yo, me not talk to you, man. Don't call me to you. I'm a pastor.
You're not a pastor. You're not a pastor.
To you, I'm not a pastor.
You're not a pastor,
You're not a Christian. You're a sinner. I look woman on the platform. The woman when I want to you. Well, I know you have your file.
You don't have no
woman when I want to you upon them platform. I look baby. He's a scumbag youth. Where?
I think I should end that.
You're going around walking the fence.
You are Richard, the two of them I start the woman them upon the
one ipa pasa. Wow. That was kind of hard to listen to, but guess what? Me used to see him post them, him tweet them, and me I say, is really a pastor this? You're the pastor run with the man them. Go! Who is a scumbag? Pastor, yes, pastor. In the pan X, I remember what him call himself. Something another pan X. But him say I'm a pastor. But those are the people carrying on the PMP message. All right, let's go to this one. Somebody complaining about
PNN and
getting
the
information.
compliments of even talking about it online. Just ignore it. Because, in my estimation, this report was sent to the parliament. The IC cannot post that report on their website until after parliament has tabled it.
Exactly.
However, somebody in parliament or in the IC or somewhere has released the information to Nationwide.
My
And as
guess.
far as I'm concerned, Nationwide should be forced to tell whoever who gave them that information, and both Nationwide and that person who released the information to them should be charged,
Sonia.
and the person who released it on Nationwide should be fired.
Sonia, there is I don't know if it's a law, but there's something in Jamaica that allow media practitioner not to disclose their source. Now, what I think should be
I know that.
what I think should be done is that we need to investigate between the Speaker of the House, the President of the Senate, and the Clerk of the House, because those are the three people who get the report. So an
Exactly.
investigation ought to be done.
So you hear a PMP think. So one saying they think that they need to fire whosoever released the leak and thing. And the next one correcting it now, but saying let's investigate.
But you don't hear nothing until the report is tabled. So me with my crayfish brain, I say right now, we need to investigate those three people to find out who is leaking aspects of the IC report when they are sent to the parliament.
This is the second time it has happened.
Yes.
It's the second time. So it's a habit. And I cannot understand how everything in Jamaica, it's annoying me, how everything becomes so political. And what happens in this case, where audit is concerned, there is a big difference between a person sending in a report late, the IC requesting further information that other person send it in and send it in late, but they got it. And then the report was certified, but the person was charged. I agree that shouldn't happen, but there is a big difference between that and what happened with the other report.
Yeah.
They are incomparable. Okay? Because on the first report, the person who has not supplied enough information for the IC to certify the report, and the IC in turn has to send the information gone all over the world.
That
person should also be charged.
That not look good, because
that
remember,
see that too. Yeah. However, what I'm
all right, so you hear that again? This is how the PMP think. So this caller calling and saying to the host, she believe that whosoever leak first, she's like Nationwide should be forced to tell who they got the information from. Then she's saying the person that chose to broadcast the information should be fired from Nationwide. But then the host is pushing it and say, there's a law that says, which him not wrong about that. Him say all of the right things. But his thing is, let's investigate the speaker and let's investigate. So once it's not about them, it is a problem. I heard it, this more highlight, that one. I heard it, DP. John used those programs to spread falsehood and they allow him to. Yeah. I don't, me can't get, me can't say me can't get sued. Me can't get sued, but me have tips. I record them. And when people call and say, Dr. Gale, how you for make John come and say, him say, listen to me, labor rights, my labor rights friends, listen to me. Don't attack whatever, because I can tell you, John does his homework. Go and do the same thing and we'll allow your time. No, just go so. Colin Bell is not very smart. in my humble opinion, either him slow or just wicked. I'm reading a comment, people. That's not my words. It's on my screen. I'm just reading what I see. But you mentioned that, and he's still behind Dr. Dayton Campbell and Mark Golden. And again, let me repeat. The lowest ratings, the PMP was doing better in the poll before they even named Colin Bell. Although him did spend him money, wrap him boss, I go over with him in town cry, and of course, this is how politics run, and I think both parties the same. If you're aspiring to be the NP, them not have no allocation for you for say, I'm going to give you 200,000 a month for you to go around and mobilize. And no, you have to have your own resources. This is why I was so disgruntled when them did make the late Miss Moore run against Bloomfield, and after she win, them still say, well, East Portland is an unrecognized constituency, so the party order, the party standing, the president of the party still get to choose who runs as the NP. And why is it that the East Portland has been an unrecognized constituency? Because them want just throw people upon people, like flying who them want to feel like. So as you said that truth a while ago, I'm wondering, like, I would really want to be the fly on a wall to listen to Colin Bell's reasoning, or whichever group him in where but then today I was thinking about it, and I have that video to play now. Well, the order mega play it. Me not see nobody. It's 10 o'clock. Program just a start. Me not see nobody did march or demonstrate when Dayton Campbell and Mark Golden did move Shaka Fame from East Portland. Me not see nobody come out and say, no, we don't want, because Portland people, them are some little, them just take some things easy sometimes. Like, for example, I can't see how East Portland did have PMP running East Portland for 32 years. 32 unbroken years. PNP was in charge of East Portland. Why? Somebody point to something in East Portland where we can attribute to the PNP to say, no man, them did that do good for all these years. Please. Me born and grew up Portland. If nothing happen now, I know. Me not know about it. So I read about John a while ago, and I wanted to say something about that. When you have a party leader who just anybody can go on radio station and tell some lies, nobody challenge him and all of that, and you start repeat the things with them people they say, something not right. Because a leader should be a leader. People will come on and attack on behalf of the PNP should be saying the message. That's why Mr. Tomlinson did say them to start pay them people them to go out and spread the propaganda. So at least they would have one message. So even with Andrew, with Mark again, he was complaining that they release a finding the lowest sales day for the newspaper. Again, me go borrow Colin Bell. Him love say the Shaka Fame. Him love call people analog. PNP right now is in an analog mode because majority of people who access the Gleaner right now is not those who are. Let me try to be like Dayton Campbell. Let me say me can't get a persona there. I am telling you, majority of the people them will read Gleaner. They're not reading number. No, that not work. That there's something wrong. Yeah. So majority of those who consume information from the Gleaner is not by those who buy the paper. It's online. Yeah. We did not even know the MP or the councillor. Yeah. Majority. So for sure, they're so stuck in an analog age. Mark Golden is complaining that they released the Saturday and that is the lowest day that newspaper sale. So them still they back in the 1970s. Which right now, I can go viral just because I'm live, I'm on air. Or me come off and do one video and thing and it go. I don't need Gleaner to report. But as me say, I don't know if I'm still live on Vibes Corner Radio, but I want to play that clip here because me think it's today I was cracking up listening to it.
Hold on. After me the lift one and all the eye top, who no hop off on the fender.
Lift one now the eye top, who no hop off on my fender. Dayton is having a meltdown himself.
Good afternoon. My name is Leroy Mullins. I'm here in Eastern
Westmoreland.
Westmoreland.
I saw somebody say it earlier. Westmoreland is in trouble.
Eastern Westmoreland. I can't understand why common leader is sending this Dr. Campbell down here. And we have persons in West.
Stop blaming Comer leader. Dr. Campbell send himself.
Let us be real and be fair. Dr. Campbell lose by 2,000 odd voting sentence. Comrade Luther Buchanan lose by 11 vote. And it's so unfair for common leader to take Dr. Campbell here in Eastern Westmoreland to run in Luther Buchanan's seat. After all, Luther Buchanan did apply and no one responds to him. They responded not to him. I was told that the party leader said that he saved this seat for Dr. Campbell. Right? And we have suitable, capable person on here can represent us in Eastern Westmoreland. We do not want a Dr. Gaetan Campbell on here.
Why?
This seat will go back green. If we don't get who we want on the ground, this seat is going back to the Jamaica Labour Party.
Want to hear what going on in Westmoreland? This comment say I stopped listening to Dr. Herbert Gale because my lord did call them for speak on truth. And yeah, so today I heard him and I said, this man is so disingenuous. Because something came up the other day, sometime last week, that to teach people to drive, you need to be licensed. There's nothing that say parents cannot teach their children to drive. Nothing never says so. But they make up them false narrative and they're reporting it like it's a fact. Like, I know, I saw it, I went and it clear that no, the island traffic, the police, nobody never say it. So I want to play something for you. See it here, I find it. So it says the Island Traffic Authority and the Jamaica Constabulary Force are seeking to clarify, that only persons or businesses offering driving instructions for a fee must be certified and licensed. They indicated that Regulation 168, Paragraph 2 of the Road Traffic Act Regulation 2020. Now, listen to them two, man, here. After reading this, hear what them come up with. Hear what them come up with. Hear the discussion.
Relative to driving instruction locally. This after representatives of the Jamaica Constabulary Force appear to suggest that parents can no longer teach their children to drive.
Okay. I forgot official driving school.
What did they say in that cartoon? Ha ha ha. What? Cow tipping.
I forgot official driving school.
The JCF says that parents cannot teach their children to drive. I wonder who can teach them that. Does that make any sense to you?
No, sir. No, sir.
So everybody must go driving school?
Must go driving school and pay your money.
Do you know any country at all in the world where people in the driving school can depend on a policy and say we're going to get fat?
That messy. No.
Every country I know in the world, parents take their children to a certain spot.
Yeah, man, and teach them
to drive.
Yeah. This seems like something make the driving school that makes sense. So like to hear what the ITA said. Yeah?
No, sir, I need to hear what this. I need to hear what's the reason behind it.
Clarification.
You've heard what the reason is behind it?
No, that's why I'm have to go read it now. Because this is not have enough information.
Yeah. I'm going to have to check out this one. Yeah, they need to give me like a 5-point outlay in point one.
But this also never tells us what the ITA said, because they said the ITA gave clarification on the regulations. So we need to read what they said. It's not in this brief. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the transport operator.
So you hear that? Tell me if this makes sense. So that is supposed to be something they call the bottom line, which I don't know who came up with that slogan, but I don't know why a radio station would want to be boasting about having the bottom line, the bottom line. And it seemed to be the most, whatever they call it, the bottom line. Like, they couldn't call it something else. Like, come on, god dang, the bottom. So they talk a lot of, maybe that is it. I get it. They talk a lot of crap in the bottom line. No, keep it. It makes sense. No, it makes sense. How you read that the traffic authority is clarifying whatever because somebody somewhere made up this lie. And of course, everything, even if the JCF for whatever reason, did say that, just like they did it. And I said something about it with Clyde McKenzie, that's his name. Yeah, the lawyer. He asked a lie and asking if the commissioner did say that the JFJ is seeking relevance. And then he went to answer the lie, which Dr. Blake said nothing about the JFJ seeking relevance. The man, Dr. Gale, and I said it a while ago, you can't have some idiot lecturer and expect that people will graduate from you if you have sense. Yeah. Me not take back my chat neither. You read in the newspaper that the traffic authority is trying to correct the misunderstanding or whatever. Because I heard the news report and I'm like, okay, people who are teaching people to drive must be licensed and whatever. You hear what Dr. Gale say? Which country, whatever. No, I was planning on having my son driving because the state that I live in, you can get your temp at 15 years and 6 months. But to get a student license, you have to do XYZ amount of hours at a not reputable, but a driving school. You get your hours and you submit it as part of the thing. If you're 18 years old, your parents, anybody can teach you and you go do the test. Right? So that is standard. So he mentioned, and he's twisting the thing. I see somebody say something like that in the comment a while ago. They intentionally spread propaganda. And everything, the point I'm trying to get at is to blame the government. So now, if this was left to go on whatever mention, you'll hear say, yeah, man, are the wicked government. Yeah, where I man go with it. Yeah, so I just to make the traffic school, then you go hear say some JLP minister own the driving school, them, and that is where it goes. Yep. So he read it. And then you hear, which I think makes sense. Because when they don't want to talk on things, hear them now. Well, we'll have to get some more information because we don't know whatever. We're not. But they had a full-blown at here experience on the bottom line, talking about something which they are going to say, oh, well, I need more information about this. I need to go and read it. Why you never read it first? Hyman. Why you never read it first? But you have to prefer an opinion. But again, people know the people and what them actually a minister to. But I do believe that we need to have more people just calling out them on them lies. Yeah, man, big disappointment. Big. I agree with you on that one. Big disappointment. But I find myself and I question it. Why do I listen to them? I can't tell you this. It's just like, you remember with the pandemic when it hit? If you don't know what you're looking for, it don't make no sense. Yeah, look. Because remember, at one point, them say it wasn't airborne. It has to be passed from one person to the next. You're going to waste your time if you. So I love to hear the rubbish where them attack. And I like to hear, because I go certain places sometimes, I hear them all call up my name because they're seeking relevance and all of that. I like know where them mind they. So we know where Mark Golden Mine is. Mark is of the opinion that just because the Dan Anderson poll is not saying all positive, which I see people questioning that, all of the other points that them put out is negative against the PMP. However, them still put out say the PMP is leading. And then there's something called a statistical dead heat or something like that. So you can hear 4%, 5%, but 6%, but it's, yeah. Mm-hmm. But everything else, that is positive. As Mark himself said, the only important thing about a poll is who the intention of people for. I don't know. You have to be a PNP to think that the intention of most Jamaican right now is to vote in the PNP. Like, even them own polls say it. And every time I see it, I say, all right, make it make sense. Is the country heading in the right direction? And every time them ask a PNP, them say no. Because again, Damien Crawford, they say the worst PNP is better than the best Labour, right? However, when them ask the same PNP, them say, we think it's better to lead us in such a state. The JLP, so make it make sense. Again, Stockholm syndrome is a real thing. There are a lot of us can recall who we grew up in the 90s when times it hard. Yeah, we can recall. But now they're making it seem like at the wickedest time this way I live in. But again, maybe me wrong. And I'm waiting to hear them start to feature all of them people that will give us good accreditation and whatever say we buy them out or we have somebody and because Dr. Clark the XYZ place, whatever. Like, and again, back to the analog. I have to mention this. So they're stuck, and I mentioned it last week with Senator Marlon. There was a time when gay just meant happy. And there's song about young and gay and all of these things. No, if you go somewhere, if I should say right now, I am feeling gay, there is nobody that is going to think that I'm feeling happy because words take on new meaning after a certain times. And I still hearing them harping on this. So let me ask you, Iman, is the country in a recession? Because based on the dictionary and because them read sometimes only can read a little knowledge worse than they don't know, sometimes it is a deal with some people not no sense. But them go and then read one something and then come across bright. The dictionary definition. And that is where I hear Shaka Fame happen. Call this a station and the dictionary definition says that a recession is 2 consecutive whatever of no growth and and chat and foolishness. But things change. We no longer measure and say just because it's too. And I was looking at it this way. In my field, this is my day job. There's not a set amount of money. Yeah, there's an agreement that I'm supposed to get a salary. But in a sense, I determine how much money I make at the end of the week or the day or whatever. I have that kind of power. You understand? So if I made, and just for argument's sake, if I made, which month we're in? March? If I made, say, just a random number, $10,000 in January. But in February, because we're slow, and this is a fact, when you're into HVAC, which is AC and heating, when you're into HVAC, February has been proven to be the slowest month of the year, right? So I made $10,000, and let's come from December. I made $15,000 December, and then I made $10,000 January, and then I made $5,000 February, and then I made $4,000 thing. That does not mean that my my ability to spend is worse off, because I remember when I went to this company, the one I'm at right now, I was talking to one of the tech, and he's there for over 20 something years. And he said that a lot of time people question him and say, what do you do on the slow days? And him said, this is what I do. On the fast days, I save all my overtime. So in at the time of the slow time, them it doesn't really affect me. Now, if you go with, and I don't want to be disrespectful because I hate when Hyman does it, but sometimes me no know. All him say now is them man I eat that man. Pan big radio, I eat that man. No sense. I foolishness man. I can do it because I'm on my life. Me not own nobody, nothing, whatever. But when I hear people are supposed to know better, say some crap. So the illustration I'm trying to give you, if we had previous quarters that was good, and then now we had like the burial and stuff and things drop. That does not mean that Jamaica is in a worse place. So you can't just go off of the dictionary definition to say 2 consecutive period of no growth, then that means in a recession. No, what are the other factors? Because a true recession mean that, listen, people lose them job. I remember the first time, and this was when Obama was coming in, and remittance dry up from America, and a lot of people committed suicide because they were living this big life, maybe just bought this big house, $500,000 house a year before, a couple months. And people now they didn't want to move back to their parents, and them kind of something are scaled down. Maybe they had just got a brand new car and all of these things. So a true recession, you feel it. You see it. It's obvious in your face. You don't have some people just want to scare people and tell them, say, this is the worst. Like, that is what Mark was trying. Oh, if Jamaica should, if the JLP should ever get a third term, no. I'm sorry if Jamaica give the PNP a chance with Mark Golden at the head, because first and foremost, if you're following politics, he had no intention of being the leader of the party. He was actually pushed to be the leader of the party. So he have no natural inkling or anything. And as far as I'm concerned, like I say, when I hear Mark Golden repeating stuff from John Pollock, I'm like, I know. To me, it better if them make sense if them repeat people like Shaka Fame, because Shaka Fame shares some stuff which there are some good ideas. You know, there are some good ideas, although people challenge him and him not like it, because every time he talk about reggae island over Navy Island and stuff, and when people say, so did you have anybody do the feasibility? Oh, that landmass can take what you're proposing. And him say, well, we don't really do the search, we don't really do it yet, but because this is how PMP used to win election. Them just come and say on something and then repeat it over and over, and people start say it. For example, Mark is complaining that their message is not being put out there. And then in the same clip, him say, we are timing it because we don't want to put our messages out because JLP I got teeth it, and because we mechanism not strong enough to get out there in the media, and the media is sold and bought out and blah blah blah. We not gonna get no credit for it. Pick a battle, Mark. Make up your mind. Everybody know time come. So all you mean your message is not? Oh no, not a message. And that's just the fact. So this is their plan to go to the so-called base, where they may say, which is old people in them 60s, 70s. Some who are just like you go one church and you just grew up in a church. You not even like the church, you don't like the pastor, you don't like the church. Remember them, you don't like the boring song, them are singing and like nothing, but guess what? Boy, I grew up in that church, so. Or, sad to say, but it's a big thing, relationships. There are a lot of people who are in relationships and they're uncomfortable. But when you say why you not leave, boy, me no want left him because one next girl I go come inherit all of this something them and me put money in this too. And me help build the house and me buy this something them and then me left now some other girl I go come take. Why? Ask one PMP why they're voting PMP. Why? Why? And the next thing that they're good at is to spread lies. So 28 bank accounts and Andrew hide off money in a mother account and ray, all of these things. I believe power to the people. Me tell you, remember where I did tell you, Me not, Carol, me not call me because me not know you. So me number, me take off my number there on the screen. Me I put on the back. Yep. So power to the people, but we see Westmoreland people them saying no. And I told Colin this on his show and him cut me off. Me say, I have a problem with PNP recycling their rejects. Dayton Campbell is a reject. As you heard the man, I played the clip from from Westmoreland. Dayton lost by 200 and something. Sorry, 2,000 something. The last election in St. Anne. And the person that they want, he lost by, I think, 8. Now, I think a normal, reasonable person that say, well, somebody did lose by 2,000, somebody lose by 8. You know, better if you work with the person, more so. You all know that Westmoreland, again, I was asking that question, why you vote for PMP? Westmoreland saw a prime minister, 18 years, PJ Patterson. And if you go to certain places in Westmoreland now, you want to cry shame. And who the PMP try to blame for that? The JLP. And saying the JLP is not working for people. And I'm like, what wickedness? Yeah. So PMP has been voting PNP. Comrades have been voting PMP for how much different generation. Or my father, my late father said gingeration. And what is to show for that? I love a party, man. I love a party. So yeah. So they don't have any message other than time come. And they're the one going around tricking people and causing people to hate Andrew for no reason. And I think that is at the heights of wickedness. If you can say things to some people because you know that they're not capable of thinking on their own, you say this about the person and the person is willing. Like even Marlon, Senator Marlon Morgan, when the whole Lawrence thing was and I hear people calling, well on, how him know so much, and and Ray, how am I left PMP business alone? And I know them start talking about the man wait, and him thing and him look like this, sitting here and him where, and I'm like, why you don't challenge the things that he has put on the table? Like, challenge that. Heights of wickedness, if you can get somebody to hate somebody based on you just making up some story, because trust me, may have some PMP friend. And them say, oh, Andrew wicked. Andrew wicked, Andrew this and that. I mean, I say, point to me and tell me. Show me one wickedness what Andrew ever do. Andrew, the whole party, the whole GLP party are wicked. Because in the back of their heads, they have been brainwashed. That is what I think. I think that the PMP is a cult. And I always question it. Like, you still have two living presidents, but everything three, you have three living presidents. PJ, Portia, Mark. But you talk, Michael Man the party. Yeah, if I was Andrew all this and everything people get up, see I got party, but I feel away. But they think they're doing something good by saying that. Manly party. Manly party. Shut your crap. A PMP build Westmoreland. All right, so what are they everywhere in West? Call me, no man. Call me. Antoinette, call me. I have a couple minutes for go. I have about 5 minutes. Call me. Because me no know. I've been to Westmoreland several times and me see bad road and water and people are chew up wire to get light and all of that. So when I say Bill Westmoreland, I talk about, because I've been to Westmoreland several times and I never want to live there. Like, I don't not Westmoreland to me. I want to live there. So let me use a own narrative. So why the people them switch then? Why all three constituency went to JLP in the last election? They can't even keep a good reasoning. Not to say Duns people is fool, but trust me, PMP have a set that's set as no true. When I hear this part wickedness of me at that I think I first me actually gonna say publicly. I heard it from John Pollock mouth that Dr. Christopher Tufton is his church brother. They attend the same church. And I wouldn't know that. Me afraid to believe because John is very economical with the truth. That's why him get banned from certain places. I'll Dr. Taylor ban him around 3 times already. And I think God made lose the foot, Dr. said, I remember free him up back. Then the man said, say, yes, Dr. Tufton was instrumental with him getting back him leg and yada all of that and he give thanks. But if you hear the man when him talk about Dr. Tufton, you that thing say, Dr. Tufton thief him wife or something. I don't know if he has ever married or no wife. Me just say. The man just dip on the man and hey, and Tufton this and that and Colonel Regional and no good minister. I mean, I say, if I lost my leg and somebody assist me, no, not care how much me hate them. Me couldn't just feel comfortable. And again, back to the point I'm making. When you have somebody find everything for say forget you to hate somebody else just because them hate them, big problem. So, Anthony, you're not calling me and share me about the building of Westmoreland. I'm gonna go if you're not. But yeah. Yeah, man. May I say, me not even want to go on the dunce thing. Because I know people who can't read, but me want to call them dunce because you can still have a reasoning with them. You can still say stuff. They repeat the same thing over and over. And what they're trying to use is the whole thing about media. I was a teacher, so I know that the best way to learn is repetition. Repetition. And they're finding it. They're getting into some crack. All you hear is corruption, but guess what? Again, Dr. Gale himself said his student has gone in the field, and when them ask them what people really vote for, all hype come up way up more than, who is credible or corruption, all of these things. Because guess what? Corruption, no foot, And every time I put this to even the same Shaka fame, when I say, when me own a blast Tufton about rare and thing and spending, no minister spends no money in their ministry. Permanent secretary. So why the permanent? And again, Gail love to say this. I'm thinking Bex cause him not get no much percent raise. And let me give him. He's the only person me here correct them when them say the government didn't Campbell come with it. The government give themselves 300% raise. Or let me do like the PMP them do. Was it Dayton that said that first? Was it Dayton Campbell that said the government give themselves 300% raise? Yeah, Dr. Gale always correct the comrades when they come with them lie and say yes, 300%. It was 230. But they don't talk about what the salary increase is tied to. And they don't want nobody know that. So those who know, and them just don't stupid, because them not complain about the other people, them will get the 230% raise. One person tried to argue with me and say, the money where them get as raise could I do this and make school and all that. And I say, Bridget, a 63 MP, you can't compare that to no other sector of civil servant. None. All DC, they have more DC than whatever. Nurses, teacher, porter. No. So 63 people. And the amount it can't buy in a house. So, I mean, school. But this is what them do. And I still hear the lie. Wicked government can then give themselves 300% raise. And the country cannot afford it. And they don't even tell the truth that when was the last time they got a raise? When? But anyways, we shall fight the good fight. And as me say, when I worst thing would I want to see a PMP back in a power, because me never did enjoy none of what me did know of. Yeah. And I think Jamaica is heading in the right direction. But you have some people where if they're not getting what they want, so remember when my father did dead, and I was sitting in RGD when I go and register the death. And a counselor, he's no longer a counselor, but he said to me, Boy D, if you're in my division, I could have give you a drain. So I say, give me a drain? What do you mean give me a drain? I mean, that's how I told my father sitting and man tell me about give me a drain. I found out that they can give a drain for up to $99,000. The only time we go to procurement is if it's over 100,000. So this is how them help out people, like with funeral and whatever, then give one drain. So me now start walk and I look drain. So when I mentioned it to my counselor, I said, Counselor, yeah man, me want to help my father still, so give me a drain. Give me a drain for thing. And him said, no, he can't give me no drain. At that time, I learned some help or something. Because you have some drain where I get payout from disbursement and make from the municipalities. Say clean every whatever time and a damn drain not clean. I used to live in front one little something man. And now and then me see them come with one little shovel and just scrape up and then left all of the sand and whatever up on the side and then little more rain come and it just beat it back right in place. Yeah. So them have them way. So this is why even if them know say the JLP is doing a better job, even better for them, they don't want that because them short-sighted like sheep. Them prefer having a PMP person there because something tell them say, boy, me can go check my counselor. You have one of them who vexing me at Portland right now. Can me ask him say why I'm legacy? You're a counselor for how many years? What can I look at to say? What can I show my son? We're born way after your thing and say, yeah, man, at that counselor, they do that. What can I show? But guess what? He has been winning and winning and winning. Because I heard that, listen, man, any she or the old lady can just go to him and say, beg your thing, no? And then give them one like a $2,000, one like a $5,000. But these are the same people come and talk about buying votes. And I'm telling you, this is how some of them get back them seat because people tell me, boy, no man, my counselor, good counselor. Cause I remember when my daughter want one laptop, I'm a counselor, I go to him, he get him buy her the laptop or what. Yeah. The top of my facts look like what Mark go overseas, so he lied to everywhere, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm not saying blah, blah, blah. I'm fast forwarding your message. Yeah, let me put it on the screen so other people can read it. No. Why not doing that? No, man, not do that. The man a big researcher, man. Him know him thing. Cannot do the man so. DP, when you reason with Shaka, see, the man is a hypocrite. Same way Mark Promise Row is the same way they are. Me feel say some offer did go on. But me I say, look how it backfire now. That's why I was saying earlier, I wish I could be in a chat group or in a one room or fly up on the wall and hear what is going on in Shaka Fame head because his party is doing worse than when he was there. But him still find it for every day. Come up and I say, Mark Golden, we need to make Mark win. And him talk about, oh, when like about Mark is Mark now come to scrape. Because him have it, and I was in church Sunday, and the pastor alluded to, I don't know if you guys subscribe to church, but he alluded to when the rich young ruler, went to Jesus and said him or whatever. And the first thing Jesus said to him, sell all your possession and give it the money to the poor. And the rich ruler said, boy, no, sir, I can't do it. The other day, them did attack me. You remember when I was talking about it? How comes Mark Golden constituency, the staircase at the public housing dropped down, and him couldn't just deal with that? However, him have investment in the Bahamas where they have invested into low income housing, whatever. And PMP said, no, that not nothing for do with that, and Ray. And I'm like, mm-hmm. So yesterday I was reflecting on that message from a pastor attack. I mean, I say, me here PMP have boast so much about Mark Golden. Mark Golden now come for scrape. Mark, check if him say it. Mark have his money already. He now come for scrape, whatever. So, like, lead by example. Like, start doing stuff, let us see. And stop telling me about John Golden. That your father. Yep, you not need to start this stuff. You have your whole heap of money. Start to sell something, man. But no, they're going to wait until they form government to do everything for the people. Bunch of hypocrites. Anyways, that is it. Let me know what you guys think about the Monday night. So again, like I say, there's no more rush, and that's on VCR. On a Monday night, I don't have work the next day, so it is going to get bigger and better. And I don't remember who it was did suggest to get Marlon Morgan. If you don't have anybody else, if you don't have link to them or you want to hear them on my live, just make the link and let me know. I'm on Facebook, I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, and on TikTok. But I want you guys to please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like and share. And one other request, when you now watch a video, them around to start a video and they add them come, don't skip them, please. That's all I'm begging. It's like 30 seconds. You're not going to kill you. All right. Until next week, Monday. And when I like with the Monday too, me can get up all of my information them and just start off the week. Yeah, I like that. I was wait like the middle of the week, which it used to overlap. So there were like brand new materials from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then from the week before. So now I can just consolidate everything from the week before and just go so boom. We talk about them on a Monday night. Maybe set some trend, for the rest of the week for those other people who come on after. But that is it for tonight, guys. Thanks again for your support. It means a lot to me. Please like, share, subscribe. I was asking for 100 likes earlier. I don't know if me get them. But when you come on, that help. Stop being lazy. Just click like and it helped me. All right. And more so if you share the video, that helped me too. But more so, I'm appealing to those who haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. We're at 1,400 and something. I want to get to 3,000. Yeah, I put my ad to him. I don't know if I can reach it. Next month is my birthday for April. That's all the gift I'm asking for. I'm not beg nobody no money. I'm not beg nobody no new earphone or no nothing. I just want to reach 3,000 subscribers for my birthday. So send the link to somebody else and tell them, say, yo, go like and subscribe and the whole works. All right? That is it. If you can be good, please be careful.
DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see a girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the part of me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just a habit. Politics, it doesn't doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed. You know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name. Please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah. Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Yeah. DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and is my name DP.